Hey YouTube, Jeep and Bubba here, and today we're in the Jeep Cherokee, and we're near LJ, and it's kind of raining pretty bad because Georgia's basically Oregon or Seattle now. We just get rain all the time. But my parents offered to watch Abby for the afternoon, and my Wrangler is currently, I sent the computer out to get rebuilt because I'm having some problems, electrical problems, and I think it may be the computer. So the only Jeep I have, if we wanted to go on a Jeep adventure, is the Trailhawk. So I was thinking about old Bucktown Road that we ran in the last video and how I thought it was probably passable in the Jeep Cherokee, but now it's raining. So let's see if you can do it. I think it can do it. Let's see. I got the wife with me. She just ran inside this old gas station. We just filled up and we're gonna go hit this trail. Hey guys, so we made it to the entrance of Bucktown Road. You can kind of see the trail marker right there. That's how you know you're there. And now what we're gonna do is throw it in neutral. Not gonna go in snow, not sport. We're gonna go in sand and mud mode. And it says sand and mud right there. We're gonna put it in park for now. And you can see my tire pressures, maybe 37, 36, 36, 36. I'm gonna drop those down to about 22 in the rain. And try to stay as dry as possible. And then we're gonna start this trail. And once we get into the real good stuff, I'm gonna switch to my co-driver here. And then I'm gonna film in the rain so you guys can see just how well this Cherokee performs. All right, see you. All right, so that was miserably cold. We got them aired down to about 22. But now, what we'll do is turn the heat warmers on and the heated steering wheel on. Nicole, you want a heat warmer?
Yeah.
Okay, now, it's not that bad. All right, we're wheeling. Make it under. There's another one. Hopefully stabilization's working because it goes all over the place. Both hands.
It's so hard.
I think it's easy to walk. Hey guys, so we made it to the top of Bucktown Road, old Bucktown Road. We both took a little turn driving and getting completely soaked in this rain, so we're a little cold. On the right side of the trail, it says, or I've been told, that you can go to the top of Emcalola Falls, and there used to be an off-road trail over there, but now it's blocked because of people's bad behavior. From what I hear, I don't know. But anyways, we made it up just fine. We tried to film it as much as we could, but it's cold and wet, and we were like freezing to death, even with the heat on and stuff. And it really wasn't looking hard, but I wouldn't say it was extremely difficult, but there were places where you could get stuck, easily get stuck, like in mud and just some deep ruts. Or if you decided to straddle the rock instead of like going up on the rock to create clearance, you could have hurt something in the drive line. So it's a little technical. If you were on 33s or more, then it wouldn't really be that technical unless you just smash into a tree or a rock. But it definitely makes you work for it in this vehicle. But definitely, this thing has all the technology and all the abilities in the world to climb it and do it comfortably. So now we're gonna head down the Nimblewheel roadside. A nice little waterfall. What'd you think, Nicole?
It's pretty awesome.
You heard it. Pretty awesome. Yeah, it was nice. The Wrangler wasn't working today, so we wanted to get out and get off road and have an adventure. This thing was great. There's a couple camp spots around here. Maybe we'll come back in the spring or summer and tow a trailer up here and do some camping. But there's your review. Second time we've really, well, probably the third trail we've taken this Cherokee on, and probably Colorado's probably the hardest, but this is probably the furthest we've gone of just like little rock gardens here and there, little rock gardens, real technical, where you just got to protect your tires, protect your drivetrain, and did great. So if you got a Cherokee, come on out, enjoy the trail. If you want to look it up online, then it's Old Bucktown Road, and I consider that the harder side. And you go up, and there's a lot of rock, I would call them rock gardens, but they're not big rocks. And then Nimblewheel Gap Road is the other side. So basically you come out in Dawsonville. When you start, you're more like in LJ, Georgia. So yeah, and I was told this is part of the Georgia Traverse, so maybe some of you overlanders know about this trail already. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Hope this little trip was helpful for you. We basically stayed in sand and mud mode the entire time. We did put it in 4-wheel drive low once and put the rear locker on once. There was a kind of a deeper mud hole, and I was able to bypass a little bit, but I was afraid if we slid in it, our only shot of getting out was to be able to have the locker in 4-wheel drive low, just to kind of hammer out real quick. But we were able to bypass some of the deeper mud holes. They were the only things I was worried about today. The rocks weren't too bad. But a lot of Jeeps, a lot of Wranglers come out and ride this trail, and we passed the TJ today, and you can definitely tell that he was unsure. Maybe we kind of ruined his day, that he thought he was out doing some hardcore wheeling, and then this little mom SUV rolls by. But this thing is like, I would say it's somewhere between a Subaru Forester and a Jeep Wrangler. It's that middle ground where it's comfortable on the road and it still has a lot of that good technology. And you know, a lot of people hate on the fact that the old Cherokee was such a great vehicle and looks cool, and I agree, it's a great vehicle and looks cool, and looks so much different than this Cherokee. But I think what they share is the spirit of the fact that it's a family vehicle that you can get out and ride these trails on, and you can't do that, or you shouldn't do that in your, you know, Toyota Prius or Sienna or whatever you got. I know it's Prius, I'm just, you know. Anyways, you wouldn't take your normal mom vehicles out here, and this doesn't have to be a mom vehicle, it could be a anybody vehicle, but this happens to be our mom vehicle, and we'll give it A+ flying colors. And the other thing, not a huge like Firestone tire fan, but we have the factory Firestone tires on this thing. We have 30,000 miles on it, and they've probably lost like 10 or 20% tread. I would bet these tires will go 60, 70, 80,000 miles. I don't know. They don't seem to be going down. They ride a little rough. They don't really do anything for the brakes. They seem like too heavy for the brakes that are on this vehicle, and sometimes the brakes kind of shake on this thing, and I feel like we should upgrade the rotors at some point to cross-drilled and slotted. But besides the point, what I was gonna say is they do great off-road for traction, and we've aired them down to like 22 PSI, and you could see as they were going over the rocks that they were giving a better footprint and giving us great grip. So they've been great off-road, and for factory tires, I am really impressed. Anyways, that's our review, that's our ride for the day. We're just about at the end of Nimblewheel Gap Road, and as always, we'll be seeing you.